When you open your mouth to answer your first important question, introducing yourself, and I think that's a critical question on how you sound like to the interviewers. So make sure that you rehearse those interviewing questions, get ready, so I'm sure that you'll get a better chance to win the interviews. Our ultimate goal is to make an organization more healthy, more effective, more efficient. So what we are going to do for an organization, typically we look at like an employee cycle from how we're hiring the right people, how we ensure that their onboarding experience is great so that they love to stay in the organizations. We also do training and development because we believe that employees need to develop proper skill sets so that they can perform well. We need to hire management trainees. So we have the organization to define the requirement for management trainees. So we're looking at, as a management trainee, what knowledge that he or she need to bring, what competency that he or she need to contribute. So we define clearly about the job requirements of a management trainee. And then we'll be recommending the organizations in terms of what kind of like recruitment tools that can contribute to the process. So meaning that we'll help them to select the right tools like personality tests, aptitude tests, or even we design some assessment center. So we'll recommend what kind of simulations will be useful to select the right candidate for a job role. Typical tools we use is called like the aptitude test. We try to measure about a candidate's their reasonings or problem solving or decision making capabilities. So that's kind of aptitude test. We also try to use personality tests to try to assess a candidate's personality tendency to what extent that can fit into a role. We also use structural-based interviews, as I shared earlier, a competency-based interviewing method to help the managers to ask the right question so that they can collect the right evidence to make a right decision for the candidates. And one last area we call the assessment center. So this typically will be used for some senior management roles in the organizations. And also some organizations, for when they recruit management trainee, they also use assessment center. So meaning that apart from personality tests, aptitude tests, they will design some simulations. So apart from recruitment, I think we do a lot of training and development for organizations. So we design and develop team building program for organizations. So typically in an organization, a team will be like a newly formed team. So organization is looking forward for a development events that can facilitate the mutual understanding and bonding and collaboration of the team. Apart from that, we also do what I call is like the well-being series. As I shared earlier, an employee well-being is important. Whether they love their job, they find satisfaction is important. So we try to apply the psychology principles, particularly like the positive psychology, talking about the well-being. So we'll design some like the lunch and learn sections, some short mini sections, so that the employee can learn some psychology tips. We're designing a leadership program to teach and facilitate and help leaders to acquire the important qualities or the skills that they can be an engaging leaders. So we do a lot of like team development. How you look like is important. So meaning that how we dress up, okay? The dress code is important because it forms impressions. So make sure that you dress up. Again, before you open your mouth, how you look on your facial expression is important. The most simple tip is to put on a big smile so that you connect and build that relationship rapport with the interviewer. I'm sure that the interviewer or you will shake hands with the interviewers. Don't treat this as a small gesture because the way that you shake hands also convey a message. If you are like shake hand with not with force, so meaning that you show a lack of confidence. So we always say that you give a firm handshake so that you project the confidence to the interviewers. So by doing these three simple techniques, you can create good first impressions.